cannot make this stuff up.
You truly never know what you are going to find while you're at the thrift store. Let's go see what I brought home today.
I just left the Goodwill bins, so of course I have to go check out the regular Goodwill and see what they have because it's just right next door. So let's go.
Starting out in this Goodwill with all of these carts that have just been rolled out. Look at all of these, y'all. This is one reason also that I love this Goodwill is that they always bring out new carts. Y'all have heard me talk about that before. And on that back wall, I see a big picture that I just donated. So I'm so glad to see that they are putting this stuff out for sale. Yes, I do still donate to my local Goodwill. I wanted to show y'all this little thing right here, these little candle holders. These are so cute. You could take and put them in some different candle sticks and just make a beautiful little display somehow. I'm going to take a minute to dig through all of these little carts that they rolled out just to make sure that I am not missing anything. That's a beautiful little coffee cup. There's another way you could style that. You could also hang that off of a peg rack. And then I thought this little piggy bank was super cute. How adorable would that be in like a little girls or boys room that has like a neutral theme? A nice little flower pot. I didn't like the color too much, but remember that you can always paint just about anything. And when I saw this piece here, I was thinking the same thing. How beautiful would this be if you painted it? You could use this outside on your patio. You could also use this inside on a kitchen table or just anywhere. It would have been so beautiful painted and distressed. And yeah, okay, so I'm back to the carts now. I got distracted with those few pieces on the shelf, so I'm going back to some of these carts to look through them. And I thought that this might have been wallpaper, but it honestly felt so thin. It felt like wrapping paper. I don't know. So I'm just going to look through a few little things here. I thought that this extension cord was a good deal. I probably should have grabbed that for one of my kiddos that is in the process of moving, but I didn't. And then I'm also still on the hunt for several more photo albums. I thought that this one was something different. I saw all of the bright colors and thought that my Briley might like that, but then I discovered that it was actually grapes. So we left that, and I did not really like how the pages were in that photo album. That little tray could have been a very cute little makeover piece for someone to paint, and again, maybe use out on your patio to put drinks and different things like that for the summer. And then I came across this clock, and y'all, I don't even know, like, why is it so crooked like that? It's made like that. I do not think I would want something like that. Let me know if you would style or use something like that in your home. I feel like I would have to sit with my head crooked just to look at the time. I thought this tiny little frame was absolutely precious, and it would be so cute with like a little dried floral or something in it on the shelf. However, I'm just going to hold off on something like that, and hopefully I can find something at the bins like that. Of course, I am trying to find things for my older daughters, who one has already moved and one who is in the process of moving. So I thought the greenery might have been good for her. And then the little black cutting board would have been fun for one of them to use as decor. And then again, I'm just going to look on some of these shelves. There's some salt and pepper shakers. I always like to look and see if there's any pillows that either me or one of my girls can use in our homes. And then I just spotted a coffee mug like that down at the Goodwill bins. Y'all will be seeing that video next week. But yeah, there's the third one. I have this pattern here, the Pfaltzgraff Heritage pattern, and I love it, but I don't need any more of those bowls. And then I saw these here with the little red stripe. I thought would be good for Christmas or 4th of July, but I could not for the life of me understand why they had them priced at almost $5 a piece. And I am looking for some more blue and white plates to hang on the wall in certain areas. So I did want to take just a minute and glance through some of these little dishes here or plates, you know, just different things, because sometimes there is something always hiding underneath something else. And you will see here in just a minute that I do discover that same thing, something here on the bottom. I thrifted probably a week or two ago, I can't remember, a little creamer with this exact same pattern. Now in this picture here, that's not mine, but that's just an idea of how you could style a plate with a little matching creamer, and it would be so cute. Okay, I fell in love with this watermelon candle. How precious is this? But I didn't want to pay almost $5 for it and then have to store it. But look how cute you could make that on a tablescape with your 4th of July decor. I don't know. I just thought that it was precious. This little pot here is kind of beautiful as is, but you could always paint it, add a texture to it, and all the things. Use it in your house, on your patio. And then, y'all, I'm kind of kicking myself. I really wish that I would have got this little primitive looking house. I could not understand exactly what it was used for, maybe other than just decor. But look at a styling idea right here on the right. It was just the most beautiful colors. It would have been perfect for fall. You really couldn't have put anything inside to like light up the windows or anything, but it would have been cute if it had that. You could have used it at Christmas or something like that. Here I am back at the carts again, and I must have missed this earlier, but I was down here trying to figure out exactly how this shelf worked, and then I got distracted by that little plush. So I'm pulling this out just so I can see if it is something that might work in my office area. I am getting ready to do a big makeover in there, and I am needing / wanting some different style shelves. So I was just trying to, like I said, see how this all fit and worked, and absolutely loved it. So I threw it in the buggy. Right about here is where I was talking to a subscriber that I met at the Goodwill bins. Her name is Delisa. She said that her mama Lynette watches my channel. Thank you so much, Miss Lynette. I appreciate y'all so much. She said this oval mirror right here reminded her of me, and I have to agree. Look how beautiful it would look styled in a bedroom or something like that.
Okay, I just finished with taking a picture with Delisa. She's so sweet. $15.89. I just got a rug for my daughter at the Salvation Army for $15, but that one's nice too. It don't look like it's as wide. That's kind of pretty. Let me see what else is back here. Wow, look at that chandelier. $20. Hairs. These are kind of cute. $6.49 a piece, and there's 4. Stop, y'all. I am about to die when I show y'all this. I did not even know this was back here. I was about to leave. And look, there's the thing I donated. But look at this. Oh, stop. I'm about to. Y'all, I can't breathe. This is exactly what I want. Stop. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe this. Are you lying? I gotta get it down. Okay, y'all. I think I love it for a coffee table and storage. Here's the back. I cannot believe this. This has to be old. Look at the handles. It's a leather handle. It's kind of tore up, but it's like the original leather handle, y'all. Brass. Oh, you've got to be joking. This is why I still thrift at Goodwill. This is why. This is why, y'all. Okay, so this is why. This is what's wrong with it. Look at the bottom. Yeah, the bottom is messed up. So this is why it's $18. So how could I fix that?
I wanted to bring the trunk up to the front of the store where there is some better lighting, and notice that it has almost this green color to it. And even though this needs a lot of work, I think I might take a chance.
I cannot make this stuff up. I just can't make this stuff up, y'all. What? Are you kidding me? I just said I wanted to find one of these at an antique store or on Facebook Marketplace for like $100. Yo, and I used a 20% off coupon on this. Let the kids always say, greedy. What? It definitely needs some repair, but I don't even care. Let's get in the trunk and get it home. So I obviously did get the shelf and the trunk, and I got something else, but I'll share that with y'all here in just a second. Let's take just a little bit closer look here at the shelf. I paid $8.79 for this. And what I love about this is that I can kind of put these wherever I want on the wall, and then just set this shelf on it. And I love how it kind of has, like this design. I really need something to go over my desk in my office, so I'm thinking that this might work
perfectly in there. So yes, grab this. It is super heavy, so let me get this down and out of the way real quick. Okay, and then in my opinion, this is the find of the day. I have been wanting something like this to use as a coffee table in my living room for a very long time. I just have not wanted to pay the price. So when I saw this one, I literally was getting ready to walk out the door, y'all. Like, I was done until I turned around and saw this. It was listed for $18.49, but I had just donated, so I had a 20% off coupon. So I was able to get this for 20% off. Now this does need some work, as y'all saw in the store, but I think that I can repair that. I think what I'm going to do is just take all of the bottom out and put some new board in there, because the top and everything else works and is functional. It just looks like maybe this got water damage on the bottom. This we had from something. I can't remember what this came in, but it's really thin, and I think what I can do is just cut this to fit this in, and then I can use what's, you know, this hangover stuff to do like down there, and just replace the bottom and maybe give it like a little bit of a black paint job just so you don't see it. I don't think you will, because it's kind of got this down here. I don't think you would see the wood, but just in case you did, I could, like, you know, paint along the trim just so it kind of matches the trunk a little bit. So yeah, I was so excited about that find, and we're gonna see if we can get it cleaned up to work for my living room coffee table. Okay, so this is the other piece that I thrifted. I can't remember if I said it in the footage or not, but I just got a little creamer that I think is this exact same pattern. I don't know what's going on there in the middle, if that was just some of the florals and they've just faded by dishwasher use or something. But I think I want to put this on my fireplace mantle, especially like for 4th of July, because it's got those beautiful blue florals, and that's where I have the little creamer. So I thought it would be fun. I could put this on the mantle and maybe kind of put something in front of it so you didn't see, you know, all of the plain white right there. I did pay $1.69, but I really like it. I was going to try to get this sticker off. It's coming off pretty easy because it's been out in my car in the heat. I can't make out, I don't have my glasses on, something about Johann or something, and then on the very bottom it says Germany. So anyway, I thought that this would be a beautiful piece that I could display for 4th of July, but also just in my regular decor, because I love to use these blue colors here. I'm going to put up an inspiration pic on kind of what I'm thinking about doing, but stay tuned for that 4th of July decorating video that will be coming next week. So yes, like I said, be looking forward to that 4th of July video coming next week. And then I have a Goodwill bins video coming. And then we are going to be rearranging and working on my living room. I'm going to be I'm going to be fixing this little chest to hopefully put in my living room. So yeah, we have a lot of fun things coming up. So definitely stay tuned for all of that. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and make sure that you are subscribed so that you do not miss any future videos. So YouTube is definitely on some kind of unsubscribing people kick right now. I have been told that so many times here recently, which is why I'm trying to kind of remind y'all at the end of these videos to make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss any future videos if you enjoy what you see. Yeah, also be sure and like the video, and then the hype button should come across and you can hype the video. That helps to push my videos out as well. And definitely leave me a comment. What do you think about this trunk? Give me all of your repairing ideas. What could I do to the bottom of that, because I do want to store things in there. So yeah, give me all of the tips and ideas for that. So yeah, anyway, we hope that y'all have a wonderful weekend. We love y'all, and I'll see you back here next week with some brand new videos.